Hello.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year!
Yay!
It's Scratch Year.
Yes,
Scratch Year.
yes, yes. So, what did you do on New Year's? Go ahead. What did you do, Sarah?
We saw the New Year vegetable
The New Year vegetable?
on Wednesday.
You said a New Year vegetable?
Fest.
Oh,
Uh,
festival. I was about to say, what's a New Year vegetable? Oh, my ears. Let me clean my ears out. Oh, okay. So I can hear better. There we go. What did you do, Max?
Uh, I watched the New Year festival too.
Yeah, so the New Year festival, what was that like? They have fireworks and singing.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Happy New
Yeah.
Year.
So you did the countdown when they were like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open the doors. Yes, that's fun. That's fun. Well, it's so good to see you this year in 2020. Do you know that if someone has 20/20 vision, that means they have really good eyesight?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this is the
Yes.
year of 2020 to see things better. Do, 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 do,
Just
do, do, do.
like a mouse.
Yes, yes. All right. So today we have the article No Walk in the Park. So we're going to talk about that one today. So while we're practicing drawing conclusions, tell me, what do you remember from this article? Oh, Sarah, I think you were just a split second faster, just a tiny bit.
Okay. Raise the Calvin Valley and Richard Webber completed by a 700 miles the 700-mile journey in 33 days, 23 hours, and 30 minutes. They uh, they broke the record that American Todd Chemical had set.
Yeah, you're right. Very good. They broke a record. Anything you wanted to add to it, Max? Go ahead.
Yes. The three Americans travel from the shore to the South Pole. And they broke the record of 38 days.
Yeah, yeah. Now, were they American?
No, Canadian. It's flag down there.
Canadians. They're Canadians. Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes,
We
Canadians.
are Chinese.
Very good, very good. All right, so what do you know about what? Wow, wow. What do you know about Antarctica, Sarah? What do you?
I know that it's the it is the coldest place in the world.
The coldest place in the world. Woo!
And penguins live there.
Yes, okay. It's the coldest place in the in the world. And penguins live there. All right. Max, you have any input? What do you know about Antarctica?
I know there are a lot of snow, and there are also seals. There are also seals there.
Yes, there's a lot of snow and
Mm.
seals. Is this a place that either of you would like to go? Would you like to
Yes,
go and
yes. I want.
you would?
No, I will not go there.
Sarah, you
I
like
want
snow
to
and
go
ice?
there. Yes,
Ooh,
I can play with the penguins too.
how long do you think you could stay in Antarctica?
I will live in a hotel there for 2 days.
So so just a couple of days. Ooh, do you think you could have done this expedition with these people?
Uh, I will want to.
Yeah, that's a lot. They were out there for over a month. That's a lot of work.
Over
So,
2 months.
well, it was over 1 month because 33 days is
Oh, right.
a little more than 1 month. So let's
Oh.
read and discuss facts about Antarctica. So, what is the driest, windiest, coldest place on Earth? It's
Antarctica.
Here's why. Who'd like to read this? All right, Max, go ahead.
Dry ice. Antarctica is so dry that it's a desert. No, there's no sand, but there's not much rain or snow either. Hold on to your hat. Winds on some parts of Antarctica can go over 100 miles an hour. How windy is that? If Antarctica has street signs, they will bend or break. Cold enough? Think of how cold your freezer is. It's about 0 degrees. Antarctica can get much cheaper. Once one place got down to 128 degrees colder.
Ooh, oh my goodness. That's that's just can you imagine living in your freezer for a month?
No!
No.
But there will be no food.
Well, but then how you gonna warm it up? Everything's always cold. So you'd eat
I will
ice
bring a stove in there too.
All right. Thank you, Max, for reading. So we're looking here at the map. So we know that these men were from Canada. Now, where did they
Right.
trek to? I gave you your pin. You can mark it on the map.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it moved. Sometimes the pin makes it move. Yeah, very good. You got it. So now our vocabulary: trek, freezing, and temperature. Go ahead and match the vocabulary.
oh. Uh,
All right, there we go. Okay, Max, what does trek mean?
A trek means a trip or part of a trip, often one that is long or hard.
Good. And Sarah, what's freezing?
Freezing is the point when something is frozen and made into ice.
And Max, what's temperature?
Temperature is how warm or cold something is.
Wonderful. Now we have Antarctica, record, and sled. Go ahead and match those. Yes. Now, that word record is spelled the same way as the word record. So you have record and you have record. So it depends on how it is used in the sentence as to how you will pronounce the word. So in this case, we will say record because we're talking about something different. So there are two words spelt the same, two different meanings. So a record. Sarah, read the definition for record.
Record. Something that has never been done before.
Yes. Now, have either of you heard of the Guinness Book of World Records?
No.
Yes.
You have? Oh my
I heard
goodness.
that.
They have some of the most awesome things in there. Let me see if I can find it here. Let's
I
see.
have heard it in some. Well, in some children's books.
Yes, I love looking at the Guinness Book of World Records. So they have, let's see, there's so many things. Okay, I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna share it with you here, so
Yay!
you can see it. There we go. All right. So the Guinness Book of World Records, like here, they have things that people have never done before. So they have top records for the United States in 2019. Celebrity record for 2019. So let's do top records for the United States. So they have things like the bull. Look, I'm sure this is the bull with the horns, the longest horns in the world. Imagine something like this running at you.
No, never.
That is terrible. And so
Yeah.
let's see. So they have the heaviest grapefruit. So that's just right here. That's the heaviest grapefruit in the world. So it made it in the Book of World Records. Oh no. Page isn't acting right. The fastest time to travel to all sovereign nations. So she went to every country in 554 days.
Traveling over the world in 18 days.
Yeah, she did it in 554 days. That's more than a year.
No, right.
Because there's only 365 days in a year. And look.
Yes.
They have the football record. Then we have the week of record breaking on live. Okay, so looks like they're doing some, what? They all have ballet shoes on. That looks weird.
No, the most most dancing something.
Maybe that's what it is. So you see all these people broke world records, and so they get to go into this book, and everybody in the whole world gets to know what they did. They even have the shortest person in the world, the tallest person in the world. I saw one with a lady with fingernails that were so long that they went from, she was standing up like this with her hand up, and her fingernails went down to the floor. And she had the longest fingernails in the world. I was like, the longest fingernails in the world? Her fingernails
The
were
biggest
so.
eyes in the world.
Yes, they have somebody with the biggest eyes in the world. Yeah, you're right.
This big eye, this big eye.
And the person with the biggest eyes in the world, they look scary because their eyes kind of
Yeah.
like pop out of their.
Wah!
It looks scary, like. So yeah, if you ever the next time you go to a library, ask for the Guinness Book of World Records and go through that book, and you will see some of the most amazing world records in the world. They even have the person with the longest hair in the world. All right. So let's read. Who would read? Who would read? Oh, Max, you were a little faster. Go ahead.
Trekking across Antarctica is very difficult. It's one of the coldest environments in the world. Yet 3 Canadian adventurers made the trip, and they did it fast. The men set up a new record for the fastest trek across Antarctica. They traveled from the coast to the South Pole.
Yes, you got it. Very good. Okay, thank you for reading. So what record did they set? Yes, Max?
And they set the new record for the fastest trek across Antarctica.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you got it. Very good. Very good. All right, Sarah.
Raise our head. Kevin Valley and Richard Weber completed the 700-mile, 1,126-kilometer journey in 33 days, 23 hours and 30 minutes. It started on the Rhone ice shelf in western Arctic and Antarctica. They ended up at the South Pole at uh, January 8th, 2009. Explorers.com is a website that puts together information on adventures travels. The website said the teammates had made history. Tom
I think it's Sorgin. Sorgin.
Tom Sojourn runs the website. Sojourn says that the man had broken the old record of 39 days, 7 hours, and 49 minutes. American Todd Carmichael set that record in December 2008.
Right. Yeah, Todd Carmichael. Yeah, you got it. So they actually had a website that, they have a website that other people can get information on different travels. Very good. So why might they go on such a difficult trip, Max? Why would anybody want to do something like this? What do you think?
I think they might go on this difficult trip, maybe to reach the South Pole or breaking or want to break the record of 39 days.
Right. Was record. Yes. Yeah. So maybe just to visit and break the record. That's a good reason. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for that. So look at what they had to carry. Look at that list. That's a long list. Okay, Sarah, what's in the sled?
Daily food intake. Pemmican, a mix of grains, fat, beef, and spices. Dehydrated cheese, powdered milk, chocolate, macadamia nut butter, multivitamin tablets, Gatorade, camping equipment, Coke, multi,
That's
hell spot, forces and tents, thermal rest, two stoves for cooking, sleepy bags, light, lightweight cooking stools,
technical.
technical communications, two foldable solar panels, various rechargeable batteries,
Yeah, rechargeable batteries.
rechargeable batteries, video camera, SARSAT beacon, repair kits, first aid kit, toothbrush.
Yes. So look, it says the trip wasn't easy. The temperatures were well below freezing. The men traveled over ice and snow and they pulled 170-pound sleds. So that's 77 kilograms. They needed extra food to keep going. So then look at the things that they had to carry in their packs and what they had to wear and their footwear. Now, keep in mind, think about all this stuff because your essay, you are going to have to pretend that you're one of these men on this expedition. You have to pretend that you are there, that you had to carry this stuff, that you had to live in Antarctica for 33 days. You have to pretend you had to do all that. So think about what challenges might they have faced. Max?
They might have faced the whiteout and the thing the thing in the bag and the thing in the bag are so many and they wear the can't wear the bag.
Okay, so you mean like if the bag was so heavy that they just couldn't carry it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one. That's something that they probably had to face. Sarah?
I think they might have been troubled by the uh, natural disasters, just like snowstorms and maybe some ice when and then they almost fell into the water, and also they might they well they might bump into some angry animals in the sea. Actually, when they travel to the sea, in the sea, they might be they might be many there might be many dangerous animals, and whales goes. "Woo!" Ah!
Oh, especially when there's some animals. Where are you going to hide? There's no trees. There's nowhere for you to run behind like this. You're just running like,
I know.
oh.
I know where you can hide.
Where?
Behind an ice block.
Well, yeah, they have to find you,
Just
right?
like a polar bear.
Or in a snow hole.
Ooh, yes. Ooh, that's just terrible. But yes, I guess they'd have to jump in some little snow hole somewhere. So let's look at this. Let's get an idea. This is actual footage of their quest.
55 kilometers. And it was absolutely grueling and exhausting. It was a lot
It's
of
from
deep
their
snow.
video, right?
It was a lot of, you know, walking for hours and then sleeping at the
Can
side
you
of
hear
our
it?
sled for a few minutes and trying not to freeze. And it's just unbelievable experience, pushing to the absolute limit. I'm at my limit right now. It's completely messed up.
Ooh.
Wow.
So why do you think they had their faces covered like that?
Because they're so cold.
Yes. Oh, I can see his nose and mouth. They are red. I'm cold. And they're wearing red. And also they have red things.
Yeah. Now that little sled that they're holding, that they're pulling behind them, does that thing look light or does it look heavy?
My sled almost fell in a crevasse.
It looks heavy because it's like a boat.
Cool, let's get going.
And look, he said his sled almost fell in like he said a crevasse, like
all day for 9 hours, 10 hours in the cold.
fell in,
And battle,
like
snow drift,
a crack in the ice and snow.
possibly high winds. Well, mixed bag. You don't know what you're gonna get. No matter how injured,
so tired.
Sick or cold,
They must
You hear him?
shitty the weather is.
He said, well, no matter how tired or cold that they are, they have to keep going. It doesn't matter how hungry they are, they just have to keep walking.
That's very sad.
And so there's their little tent. Now look, now imagine, they had to use a compass, right? That's one of the things they had with them, so that they knew where to go, because everything's flat. You can't say, I'm gonna go from this tree to that tree. It's flat, and so you just have to know which way to go, so you're not accidentally walking in a circle and walking backwards. Especially when there's a whiteout, like Max mentioned, the whiteout. So does this give you an idea of what they went through? Because you're gonna have to write about this yourselves. Look.
Wow, it almost fell.
Can you imagine trying to put a tent up or trying to take your tent down and the weather looks like this?
Wow, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe my father knows.
It's not easy, is it?
Yeah.
So I just wanted you guys to kind of see that, to help you with your writing when you pretend that you are on this expedition yourself. So this should help you kind of express what you feel, express what you see, express what you're doing when you're writing. All right. Go ahead, Max. Read this.
The teammates documented their journey on their website. They used a satellite phone to post photos and videos online as they traveled. They had traveled on foot and on snowshoes. Valerie and Weber skied. They all pulled sleds that weighed 170 pounds, 77 kilograms. That's as much as a grown man. At night, they slept in a tent.
Good. You got it. Very good. So now we're going to look at the website and find 3 facts about the expedition. So here's the first page of the website when they talk about the expedition. This is the expedition page of the website when they talk about the details. So use your pen to underline 3 facts. When we're writing, we're going to have to include some facts. Very good.
Oh my goodness.
That's how it is when I try to underline. I'm like, oh.
You can. Ah.
Oh no.
My God.
Hold on, let's see. There we go. Very good. Yeah, so when we're writing, refer to actual facts of what happened when you're discussing what happened and what you did and how you felt during the expedition. Very good. All right, who would read this one? Go ahead, Sarah.
The journey was very difficult, but they have by
I think it's
Valerie
Valalay.
Valerie and Webber were up to the trip. The has won many long races. Most have taken part in the toughest climate conditions on the planet. In 2007, he ran 4,300 miles and
Yeah, 4,300 miles, which is 6,920 kilometers.
across Antarctica, Sahara Desert. Kevin Valley is known for cycling, kayaking, and exploring the far corners of the world. His travels include trips to Alaska and
Siberia.
Siberia. Richard Webber has led several groups to the Arctic. He is one of the only 2 people ever to have skied to the North Pole. Woo,
Very
ski!
good. Yeah. So the other men wore snow boots. He wore skis. So, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, these 3 men, they're still alive today.
How old are they?
They're still alive. Let's see. Let's see if I can find how old they are. Let's see. Oh no.
What happened?
Okay. Let's see. It does. I'm trying to find one of them today.
You're being driven to madness.
Here's one
Maybe
with Kevin Miller. So I think he's kind of old now. This is him a year ago. Let's look at this one.
First guest is an architect.
That's sharing.
Beautiful homes.
Not that. That's not him. Let's find him.
Oh my god.
Well, that's not him.
Oh my
There he is.
By green scumbags with a profit agenda.
So that's what he looks like. So he's not
Wow.
too old,
The Northwest Passage,
but
these
he's much older now. Because that was what he did that when they went on that trek. That was about 11 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was about 11 years ago. So he's probably in his 40s, maybe closer to 50.
50s.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to show these words. Africa. They went across Africa's Sahara Desert. So desert and desert, there's one letter that makes them different. This is desert, and dessert. Yeah, just
Only
that.
one net.
Yeah. So dessert is something delicious to eat, right? And then desert is the dry, sandy area. The desert and then dessert. And then this activity here is kayaking. That's when they had that little skinny boat. When they had that skinny boat and that one little paddle. Kayaking.
Oh, you're right.
Yes, that little skinny boat, and they sit their body in it, and they row in the rough waters. Yes. All right, who would read this one? All right, Max, go ahead. Oh, thanks for reading, Sarah.
Still, the teammates found that the Antarctic adventure was difficult. They traveled in December and January. This means they traveled in the Antarctic summer climate. Winter travel would have been too dangerous. Still, even summer in Antarctica can be very cold. The continent is a frozen wasteland. It is made up of mostly ice with only a little rock. Temperatures were sometimes as low as 40 degrees below zero. At times, the team faced conditions that made it impossible to see.
There you go. Perfect. So,
Yummy.
if you took a cloud, wrapped it around your head, and then duct taped it, that's what a whiteout is like, as I have explained. It was draining. And Max, it was you that earlier mentioned a whiteout as one of, the challenges in Antarctica. So, what do we see in this picture here?
Bacon! Yummy.
That's some big bacon. That's some big bacon. Yes. So I can't even imagine eating bacon that big. I've never had bacon that big.
Me too.
So why are they showing us this picture with bacon?
Because I want you to know that what they eat.
Okay. Did they eat bacon when they were in Antarctica?
Oh yeah, and how many that they want to mean that they eat many calories. There many.
Yes, they had to have. Yeah, that's a lot of calories. Normally, like in our everyday life, if we ate that many calories and then sat at school and sat on the computer and watched TV, we would be so fat. They had to consume a lot of calories because what? Why did they have to consume a lot of calories?
Because they need to have energy to climb.
Yes, you're right. Very good. And so Zahab, he missed his wife and daughter and one more thing. What did he miss?
Pizza.
Pizza! Yummy!
You got it. You got it. Read this together.
Wow! A heart!
What?
A heart!
I'm dying for pizza. I have admitted all I've been thinking about is pizza.
Yeah. So if you were on a trip like this, an expedition like this, what food would you miss the most?
Hamburgers! And pizza.
Oh yeah, hamburgers. Ooh, hamburgers and fries. Pizza, cheeseburgers, fries. I think that'll be my list. And I love noodles.
Me too.
I love noodles.
Me too!
And baked
Me
potatoes.
too.
I love baked potatoes. All right. So imagine that you're going to go on this trek to Antarctica. Come on, you guys. Give me, each of you, give me one thing that you would take with you. Come on, let's make a list of 5 things. What is something you would take with you? Sarah, what?
I will take I will take a compass.
Okay,
A
compass. Okay, what about you, Max? What would you take?
I will take a pair of snowshoes.
Okay. Sarah? Is there another one?
Yes, here.
What would you take?
I would take. Let me think. I would take a sleeping bag.
Sleeping bag?
Yes.
Max?
A tent.
You know how hard they have. Oh yeah. It was.
You have your pen.
Oh right.
Use your pen. Yeah. Yes, you both got it right. Good job. Very good. All right. So let's look at your task. Max, read the task to us.
Retell the story as if you are Ray Zahab. Be sure to give some facts about the trip. Look at the news story for help. Make up your own ideas too.
Yeah, your own ideas. Yes. So who are you?
I'm Ray Zahab.
Yes. And what are you doing?
I'm giving some facts about the trip.
Yeah. Yes. Now, here's the creative part. You can do it in different ways. You could pretend you're writing a blog post. You could pretend you're writing a magazine article. You could pretend you're writing a biography. It's your choice. As long as you pretend that you are Ray Zahab and you are giving facts about the trip. So give facts and then add in your own ideas, your own feelings. Maybe you're doing a diary entry. Maybe this particular day you feel a cold and your throat's getting scratchy and I don't know. You can be creative, but use facts from what we read. Be creative and pretend you were there. So watching the video, I hope it helped you kind of see what they went through. We read what they went through, and you have your own ideas on different hardships they may have had. You guys talked about if there's an animal, maybe they have to hide in a Max, you said a snow hole. Sarah, you said behind an iceberg or a glacier. So yeah, maybe something like that happened where you saw an animal. Be creative, make it interesting, okay? But use the facts to create the story, okay? Use the facts to create your story. You have any questions about that?
No.
Okay, how do you think Ray may have felt? We're talking about, because it's good to write about your feelings. Remember, we talked about using descriptive language, writing about how we feel. So we know that there were probably days where he felt magnificent. There were probably days where he felt, this is a stupendous day. And then there were probably days where he was like, I want my mommy. I'm tired. I just want to go home.
I want pizza.
I want pizza. Or maybe he was like, I gotta use the bathroom. My stomach hurts. There's no toilet. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So put yourself in Ray's perspective. Use your imagination. So give me one word. When you think about maybe how he felt, give me a word, Max. One word.
I think it's happy.
Okay. Happy. Give me a word, Sarah.
Amazed.
Amazed.
Right.
All right.
Because
Very good. And so let's talk about 3 facts from the article. So when you're writing, what are 3 things that you know that you're going to put in your writing? Give me one. Sarah.
first, is about who, how do they, others, what we took.
Okay. Max.
We broke the record.
So if you're when you're talking about breaking the record, you have to also state what the old record was and what the new record is, okay? Then people can know what record you broke, what it was. Okay, what's another one?
How we felt. Diminution.
Okay. How we felt. Okay. Now when you're talking about what we took, use remember to tell, it'll be good to tell what they use some of the things for. Like we know that they showed videos and pictures, right? So
Yeah.
it would be good to talk about that, and then how they maybe the thing that they use to check the weather. So talk about how they use some of the things they took. You don't have to talk about how they use everything because they brought a lot of things, but some of the things were really important for the expedition for the people to keep track of them. So they took videos and pictures and things like that. All right, very good. Very good. And so you should include what? Read this one.
Include personal
Include
thoughts.
personal thoughts and feelings.
and
write in an appropriate tone.
an appropriate tone. Yes.
Appropriate.
Remember your audience and
Remember your audience and purpose.
Right. So do we have to write formally or informal? How do you think Ray would tell us? Do you think he would?
Formal.
It could be formal, depending on how you're writing it, right? But then remember, it's your choice. So if you're writing like a diary entry, then we could do it informally. Because this is someone that's telling their story.
Oh, yes.
So is this giving you ideas? Because you are Ray. You're Ray. You're not a news reporter. You are Ray. So are you getting ideas on how you want to write his story? I'm excited to read these. I'm excited.
I'm bored.
So
I'm bored. I want pizza. I want McDonald's. I want
okay, you can write about that, Sarah. You can write about today is such a boring day. I miss watching football on TV. I really wish I could sit, watch a game, and eat the biggest pizza in the world. And then you could talk about what he was doing. Maybe he was pulling the sled, and his stomach started to grumble, and he started thinking about his wife and kid eating pizza, and all he had was some crusty bacon that he's been eating for 3 days. Yeah, you could write about that if that's what you wanted to do, Sarah. And Max, what do you think? What ideas are you getting?
I'm going to say
Sarah says she's thinking about writing about how he's bored and he wants to eat pizza. Maybe. What do you think?
I would write about we broke the record and the feeling of us.
Oh, okay, so the way you're writing it is going to be like at the end. He's probably going to be like, "We're finally here. We made it. We broke the record. I feel we had to." All right. Okay, I see. So you want to write about how everything is at the end, and Sarah is going to do more of in the middle of it. Pizza. Oh, I'm so bored. I'm tired. All right. This is going to be fun to read. Do any of you want me to send this to the chat? Okay. No time for word searches.
Okay.
Okay. And I will send, let's see what else.
This.
And this. All right. So I look forward to seeing these essays, and you guys have a good weekend. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes.
In the reading comprehension question 7.
Okay, question 7. Let me see. Let me pull up the numbers because they don't have numbers on here. Yes. This one?
Yes, which question is not answered by the article? When I first choose, I choose B because I think the article said the teammates documented the journey on their website. They used a satellite phone to post photos and videos online as they travel. They have traveled They have traveled on foot and on snowshoes, paddling and weather skied. They all pulled sleds that weighed 170 pounds. Um, it didn't. In the article, there isn't any information about how many sleds there are.
Right. So it wasn't specific, but you had to kind of infer because they said they all pulled it. So some people might think that it was one sled that they pulled together, but then that was left to you to infer that they each had a sled that weighed um the 70, what was it, 170 pounds.
Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't specific saying they each, it just said they all pulled. Yeah. So with that, it's like, well, if they all pulled it, then it's left to assume that they each pulled one. But I get the confusion there because it was not clear. I agree with you that it was not clear. Even I had to read that part over. I had to go back and read it again just to be sure. So you have a good point that you made there. So yeah, very good observation. Thank you for that, Max. All right. So well, today Max won the trophy challenge with 15 trophies. A round of applause for magnificent Max. Very good. You're still stupendous, Sarah. All right. So I will see you guys next week, okay?
Okay.
All right. Bye, everyone.